Hey there guys, it's Kyle with the A Better View YouTube channel. Today I have here with us the Microraptor Pelican case for the DJI Inspire 1. So make sure to stay tuned because this is our full review. Okay, so like I said, I'm going to be reviewing the Microraptor DJI Inspire 1 case. This is the travel mode case, which is the same as the stock DJI Inspire 1 case that is included with the DJI Inspire 1. You're going to be in travel mode. They also make a landing mode case, and we'll have the link to that one as well in the description below, which is actually a bit cheaper, but we'll dole into why we chose this one in a minute. So, as you can see, there are 7 latches, which provides an airtight and watertight seal, but is a tad excessive and kind of hard to close. So let's open her up. Wow. Okay, so as you can see, we have the case right here. You have the Inspire itself. All the gear fits in this custom cut foam insert inside this beautiful Pelican case, which is closed by 7 latches, which I think is a bit excessive at times. Just having 7 latches is a bit too much in my opinion to have to open it every single time, but it does give you that watertight and airtight seal that makes Pelican cases so famous. So as for what you can fit in here, everything you need for the Inspire, any accessory you can think of, all can fit in here. And they do have this extra slot over here so that if you do have anything that say is extra, an additional accessory that you bought, you're still going to have space for those things in here as well. So it isn't just what's included in the stock kit that you're going to be able to fit in here, but additional things as well. So right off the bat, you'll have space for 6 batteries. We only have 4 batteries, and we're storing them right here. Then you have 2 additional compartments right here, and then you can also fit one in the Inspire itself for a total of 7 batteries. We only have a single transmitter setup, so we have 1 transmitter here. As you can see, you have space for a second transmitter if you do have the dual remote setup there. Inside, we're just storing our harness and the accessories kit and the extra gimbal dampeners and our prop blocks in there. That's it. Also over here, you have another various compartment just used for anything random. You have a slot for the charger right here. And right here, something unique about Microraptor cases is they include this, there's some sort of chemicals in here that are in ball form that absorb water vapor in the air so that your gear isn't going to get any moisture in it at all. And for us here in Houston, where the humidity levels are extremely high, this is extremely important to keep our gear extremely safe. Because this is a watertight case, so if any water of any kind does get in here, this will absorb it. And it isn't just a one-time use. You're able to recharge these by putting them in the oven at a relatively low temperature for a long time. And there's a little custom cut right there for that. And that is worth over $15, and that is included with this kit, which I think is pretty cool. That is included in most Microraptor kits, as far as I'm aware. And then here we have a compartment for the stock gimbal and camera. I'm not going to pull that out right now, but I actually don't even pull it out all the way. I just pull the camera straight out of there. So that's cool. Okay, so this case comes in landing mode and travel mode. We, of course, have the travel mode, which is the same as the stock Inspire 1 case, which is actually quite smaller than this. This is definitely not meant for airplane travel as much. As you can see, it's quite large. You would have to check this. This isn't carry-on. Whereas the stock Inspire 1 case could be a carry-on. We've done it before with success. But all in all, this case will protect your gear extremely well. They do have the landing mode case, so if you want to keep that camera and gimbal on, you don't have to set it up each time. But even in that one, I believe you still have to take the propellers off. As you see, you do have to take the propellers off with this case each time. I am using this cool compartment they have, which you're able to put these spacers in right here like so, in order to make smaller compartments, which I've done over here and put a cord in. But I'm using this large compartment for propellers. The place they recommend to store propellers is in the back of the foam right here. You can see they have space for 8 propellers, which for extra propellers is fine for me. The fact that you're able to keep them, it's like a spare tire you keep in the back of your trunk, which is cool. However, they want you to keep all 8 of your propellers in there. I don't like that, so that's why I'm using it here, because each time you have to pull out your propellers, you're gonna have to take this all the way out, pull this Velcro strap out, and then take them out of this foam case, which isn't very easy. So all in all, it was quite a process, so I decided to make a little compartment for me over there where I can put my spare propellers. But that's the nice thing about this, is there is an extra compartment here and an extra compartment here, so that if you do have things that aren't stock, you're still able to fit them all in this one case. So all in all, I really love this case. It protects my gear extremely well. I'm never worried about it breaking. I've stood on this case, jumped on it. I am not worried about it breaking or hurting my gear at all. This thing is insanely protective and durable, and I would trust this on any trip I take it on, and that's why I'm using Microraptor cases, is because my gear will be protected extremely well. This thing is watertight, so you can have it in a few feet of water for up to 30 minutes and no water will get in. All in all, it includes everything you need in it. I just really like this case. So if you want to check it out and consider buying one, we'll have the links in the description below. I can really only say good things about this case. The one big negative to this case is the fact that it is extremely heavy. So if you are a smaller person who isn't willing to carry something and lug something around, I would not recommend this case. Because the stock Inspire 1 case, it's pretty hefty already. But if you take everything out, you'll notice that the case itself is like under 3 pounds. It's insanely light, which makes it not very durable in protecting your gear, but it is relatively easy to carry around. Whereas on this one, if you take everything out, the case itself with just the foam is over 30 pounds, which is extremely heavy. So when you have all this gear in it, it ends up being somewhere around 50 pounds probably, which is pretty hefty. And I'm not gonna lie, it's not something I would take on a hike with me, for example. I would use the stock case. However, if you have a paved path, this does have wheels and a handle, so it is still very transportable, just not in an outdoor environment, say in the wilderness, more for airports or, parking lots or anything like that. That's when the wheels and handle, which are awesome and super easy to take out, are awesome. But all in all, I do enjoy this case. It is heavy. That's really the only bad thing I have to say about it, and the 7 latches can be annoying on occasion. But usually with these cases, I'll have the foam insert coming away from the case itself, which hasn't been an issue at all. So all in all, a great case. I would highly recommend it. I'll have the links in the description below. If you have any questions about this case or anything in the multi-rotor hobby, leave those in the comments below. Be sure to hit that like button if you enjoyed this video. Make sure to subscribe for weekly videos. And of course, thanks for watching, and we're going to leave you with this.